This video serves the purpose of explaining you how you can optimize your tracking results with Reaction. So Reaction offers server-side tracking and offline conversion tracking to Google Ads and to Facebook. So please make sure you have connected these data sources as a step number one. When you have connected Google Ads and Facebook Ads, you will see a tracking module appearing to the left side. You can see that we have the Google Ads here and we have the Facebook Ads here. Please make sure you have no pending task. So you find your task manager in your lower right corner, and please always make sure that all tasks are done in order to get optimized tracking. When you have connected Google Ads and Facebook Ads and you have completed all the tasks related to these, we will start sending our server-side tracking and offline conversion tracking events. So please have some patience. If you have just integrated Google Ads or Facebook Ads, you can't expect to see any values down here and here due to the fact that Facebook Ads and Google Ads need some processing time to evaluate these events we sent and thereby us being able to report on these. Looking at this screen, please make sure you have selected a period where Reaction has been sending server-side and offline conversion tracking. So please don't select a date prior to this one. You can always find the date that Reaction has integrated to Facebook Ads or Google Ads. So please make sure your calendar is not selected prior to this specific date. Otherwise, it will not be a fair comparison for these tracking technologies. After a few days or a week, depending on the size of your e-commerce business, you'll start seeing the numbers coming in. You'll see it in our server-side tracking and as well as our offline conversion tracking. Then it's very easy for you to compare the orders tracked by your pixel, by our tracking technology, server-side and offline conversion. You can see the amount of orders, you can see the revenue, and you can see the ROAS for each tracking technology. So the main advantages of server-side tracking is that we are able to track more revenue and more orders compared to your pixel. This is due to the fact that we are able to send server-side tracking compared to client-side browser tracking. So you know ad blockers, iOS 14, ITP, etc. are all preventing tracking scripts from being loaded and thereby you being able to track sales based on your pixel. So we compensate that by sending it server-side. That is one of the main advantages. If you're not seeing values higher in your server-side tracking or offline conversion tracking compared to your pixel tracking, please make sure you have only selected one pixel. So if you have multiple pixels selected here, the same sale can be reported twice, so it will not be a fair comparison. So please make sure you have only selected. For Facebook, it's very often purchases. For Google, it can be transactions or so. You can always find the events in your tools and settings and conversions in here. So that is one important thing. Only one pixel event should be selected here, representing one sale. Otherwise, you will end up reporting twice as much in your pixel here. Then you are able to select your preferred method of reporting. So you can report numbers based on your offline conversion tracking, your server-side tracking, and your orders reported by the pixel. So let's say you want to optimize for offline orders. In this case, it's reporting the highest number, significantly higher than your pixel tracking. And this is due to the fact that we can send it server-side and not client-side in your browser. So what you can change is your way of reporting. So you can report by the pixel, you can report by a server-side, and you can select offline conversion tracking. So this will impact the way we report numbers in your dashboard here. So when you get a clear overview of your performance from Facebook, this number equals the number we have just seen in here. Here by the amount of orders and the amount of revenue being tracked. So let's say you want to change all your reported revenue and amount of orders to server side. It's very easy to do so. You simply click this one. Now you see the number is 942,000 and it should be reflected in here. So you see the amount is 942,000. So you are able to select your preferred method of reporting either for your e-commerce business or for your clients. So simply select your preferred way here, and we are able to report that in any given module of Reaction, in your dashboards, in your reports, in your custom reports. So besides seeing our server-side tracking working in Reaction, you can also see it working in Google Ads and Facebook. So you will simply go to Tools and Setting, Measurement, and go to Conversions. Then you will see something like this. You'll see an event name named Reaction Revenue. So Reaction Revenue equals our server-side tracking values. So you'll be able to see the amount of conversions and the amount of conversion value being the same as the numbers here. So if you're looking at today's date, they need some processing time and the numbers might not be one-to-one, but if you're looking at last week or so, it should be equal to what you see in here as well as in here. So you can optimize towards Reaction server-side values, or you can also optimize towards our offline conversion tracking. It's up to you. So you can see and compare in Google Ads as well in your conversion events here. And then you can simply select Reaction Revenue as an example for your primary event. So you will tell Google that the algorithm should optimize towards Reaction Revenue, which is the revenue tracked by Reaction's server-side tracking. Or you can switch to Reaction Offline Revenue and make this one your primary and this one your secondary. And then I would recommend that you simply make sure and unify the reported here. So if you're switching to server-side tracking, I would switch to server-side tracking in here. And then I would make this one your primary event, Reaction Revenue, as it equals our server-side tracking. So please make sure you unify your action optimization with your selected preferred method of reporting as well, so we see the same numbers in reports. In Facebook ads, you can also do the same exercise. You simply go to your event manager and you can see the events in here and the values, and as well as our event match quality. If you want to optimize for our server-side tracking, please select Reaction Revenue in Google Ads and Facebook. If you want to optimize towards our offline conversions, please optimize towards Reaction Offline Revenue. And if you want to optimize towards profit, it's very easy to do so. You can simply select Reaction Profit and Reaction Offline Profit. So it will take into account all the costs set here for each order, and thereby you can tell Google to, instead of optimize for revenue, you can simply optimize towards profit. Very easy to do so in Reaction, yeah. To sum it up, please make sure you have no pending task. Please make sure you're looking at a period where Reaction has been fully integrated. Please select your preferred way of optimization in Google Ads. So if you want to optimize towards our Reaction Revenue, it means you optimize towards our server-side tracking, then you can select that as a primary event, going to Tools and Settings and Conversions. And what you also want to be sure is that you have tracked a significant amount of orders. And what is that? It's kind of like a religion, but what we recommend is like you see at least 100 orders tracked by Reaction, and then compare it to your pixel setup. You can see a significant difference from 103 compared to 178. A significant more revenue and significant more amount of orders being tracked here. So we would recommend in this case that you optimize towards server-side tracking. Then I would simply choose this event, Reaction Revenue, because it's our server-side tracking. Very easy to do so. Click of a button in Tools, Settings, Measurement, Conversions here. And if you're not seeing these numbers making sense to you, you're always free to send a support ticket and we will gladly do a deep dive in Reaction. Please make sure that you attach a screenshot where we can see the period. And please don't select today's date because, as you know, it needs some processing time. That's all. Let us know if you have any questions or ideas for optimization. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye.